Hello and welcome. Just in case you're wondering what kind of video this is, well, this is another video from TP Gaming coming to you today from Melbourne in Australia. And we have 8 o'clock in the PM. We have a schedule made to hopefully to please. It's lots of action here in Melbourne, lots of departures, around about 50 departures and 50 arrivals. So around about 100 movements within this next hour coming to you. Yeah, so it's nothing dramatic special about this timetable, hopefully, unless there's going to be lots of problems coming. Today I've chosen runway 09 for arrivals. That means aircrafts will come down on the left, from the left to the right here, and will they turn off into Alpha. And I'll be using runway 34 for departures, and yeah, have everything sort of in a clockwise or semi-clockwise movement. Let's see how we go and get everything started. As you can see here, we are at the new tower that has been built. Here in front of us is the old tower. They're thinking about making a restaurant in here. But since this is in a safety zone, that may just not be that simple to do. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. We have our first departure today. And our first arrival as well. Fiji 930, pushback approved. Expect runway 34.
Ground 34, pushback approved. Fiji 930.
Qantas 1901, runway 09, runway... No, what am I saying? Qantas 4901, runway 09, clear to land.
Runway 09 cleared to land. Qantas 4901. Say again. Tower, JetX 7450 requesting push and start.
JetX 7450, pushback approved. Expect runway 34.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. JetX 7450.
So again, thank you very much for everybody tuning in for another session. And if you're one of the very few of the 5 or 6 billion people that have not subscribed as yet, don't be part of them. Be part of the in-crowd for TP Gaming and subscribe. Quickly, hit that button.
Ready to taxi.
As they used to say on the moon, it's a small step and a large step and whatever. Well, for this channel, it would be a huge helping if you would subscribe. So please do, and thank you in advance if you do. JetX 7450, runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey.
Runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey, JetX 7450.
Fiji 930, runway 34, taxi via Alpha, Kilo.
Runway 34, taxi via Alpha Kilo, Fiji 930.
Tower, Express Freight 7350 requesting push and start.
Express Freight 75. Oops.
Tower, Japan Air 773 with you, runway 09er.
That's very nice to hear from you, Japan Air. I'll be with you in a second. Express Freight 7350, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Whiskey Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Whiskey Kilo, pushback approved. Express Freight 7350.
Japan Air 773, runway 09, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land, Japan Air 773.
So thank you very much for all your comments for the past previous videos that I put out, and the multiplayers which seem to find your liking as well. That is very good to hear. I appreciate you guys taking your time to watch them. Excellent.
Tower, Jetstar 970 requesting push and start.
Jetstar 970, pushback approved. Expect runway 34. Yeah, usually you have
Jetstar 970.
not that much traffic here in Melbourne, but I put up a schedule together which hopefully is going to be a very interesting one, since the arrivals are coming in very tight and need plenty of time to get across runway 34. I can finally let them go. It's going to be an interesting situation to get the right timing there. Express Freight 7350, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Express Freight 7350.
Velocity 1337, runway 09, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 1337.
Yeah, the arrivals are coming in pretty much on a 1 to 2 minute gap. But
Ground.
by the
Jetstar
time
970 ready to taxi. Tower. TIG Oz 421 requesting push and start.
Jetstar 970, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Jetstar 970.
TIG Oz 421 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Yankee Alpha Kilo.
Ground. 34 via Yankee Alpha Kilo pushback approved. TIG Oz 421.
JetX 7450 runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait JetX 7450.
And we have almost on a minute basis departures getting ready to depart. So we are here at like I said, 50 out of 60 minutes timetable. Only leaves us 10 minutes in between, and we got to find gaps there and find good gaps, and hopefully some aircrafts that move across runway 34, so we can have still plenty of time to get the departures going. JetX 7450 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure JetX 7450.
And of course
velocity 1464 with you runway 09er.
Of course the algorithm has almost perfectly made it for Fiji and Express Freight to hit each other, but it looks that Fiji is just a tiny little bit faster and is just getting a nose in between there, so we're good on that. TIG Oz 421, continue taxi.
Continue taxi TIG Oz 421.
Fiji 930 runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Fiji 930.
Velocity 1464 runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 1464.
So we get our first departure and hopefully our first 10 points on the board. And it's gonna be, well, we'll see, it'll be a good one. Hope you'll enjoy it. And by now you would have seen the Boston situation with the closure and the situation
Tower, Jetstar 220 with you runway 09er.
that we only had GAs. How did you enjoy that? That was a tough one. Very, very tough one. Come on, Qantas, get across. Fiji 930 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Fiji 930.
Tower, Dynasty 58 requesting push and start.
Dynasty 58 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Dynasty 58.
Okay, it's going to be a tight one here because we have Fiji being a heavy one. It usually takes about 2 minutes to depart. And Japan Air is coming in fast. So it's going to be close. Hope we're not going to be penalized. Come on, Fiji. Get the power on. Up and up. Oh, it's too late. Fiji needed a little bit too long. Express Freight 7350 runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Express Freight 7350.
Qantas 491 a taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Tower, TIGG US 573 with you runway 09er.
So that didn't start
Taxi
off
to
well, did
terminal
it?
by Alpha Echo Qantas 491. Tower,
Jetstar 220 runway 09er clear to land. TIG Oz 573 runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land TIGG US 573.
Jetstar 776 pushback approved. Expect runway 34.
Ground, 34 pushback approved. Jetstar 776. Runway 09er cleared to land Jetstar 220. Ground, Dynasty 58 ready to taxi.
Dynasty 58, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Dynasty 58.
So we have velocity come down, and we have express freight on his way. Our cargo aircraft from Qantas.
Tower, Jetstar 678 requesting push and start.
Jetstar, we'll just hold on a second there because your company is just leaving behind you. So we have our velocity come down, velocity being Australia,
776 ready to
Virgin Australia, Jetstar 776, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Jetstar 776.
Tower, Qantas 69er6 with you runway 09er.
Okay, we'll worry about him in a second. We need velocity past so we can get express freight up in the air. Express freight 7350 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Runway 34
Jetstar 970 runway with 34 line up and wait.
Contact departure express freight 7350.
Runway 34 line up and wait Jetstar 970.
Qantas 696 runway 09er cleared to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 696.
Jetstar 678 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Yankee Alpha Kilo.
Tower, Etihad 461 requesting push and start.
Etihad 461 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Yankee Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Jetstar 678.
Velocity 1337 run.
Ground, 34
Velocity
via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback
1337
approved.
taxi to
Etihad
terminal.
461.
Taxi to terminal velocity 1337. Negative. Velocity 1337.
Yes, all good. I'm a little rusty. I haven't been here for a while. No excuse.
Tower, Jetstar 577 with you runway 09er.
Jetstar 970 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000.
Takeoff 421 runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Takeoff 421.
Jetstar 577 runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Jetstar 577.
So Etihad,
Ground, Etihad 461 ready to taxi.
that's good to hear. Took you a while. Etihad 461 continue taxi.
Continue taxi Etihad 461. Ground, Jetstar 678 ready to taxi.
Jetstar 678 continue taxi.
Continue taxi Jetstar 678.
Velocity 1464 taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform velocity
Oh
1464.
wow.
Tower,
Ooh, that was a close
velocity
one here with
1336
Jetstar.
requesting push and start.
Woo. Jetstar 220 came in very fast there. So that was a close one.
Tower, Qantas 465 with you runway 09er.
Qantas 465 runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 465.
Takeoff 421 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure Takeoff 421.
Okay, that's a Airbus 320. They are pretty fast when they take off, so we should be okay. Jetstar 220 taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jetstar 220.
Velocity 1336. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo.
Tower, velocity 1380 requesting push and start.
Jetstar 776, runway 34, line up and wait.
Ground, 34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo pushback approved. Velocity 1336. Runway 34 line up and wait Jetstar 776.
So that was pretty close once again. But well, that's how it is. We'll get it organized. It's got to be close, but we just have to do the timing perfectly. That's what I said before.
Tower, Jetstar 465 with you runway 09er.
Jetstar 465, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Jetstar 465.
Tower, Jetstar 446 requesting push and start.
Jetstar 776, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon
Dynasty
reaching altitude
58,
3000,
runway
contact
34,
departure,
line up
Jetstar
and wait.
776. Runway 34 line up and wait Dynasty 58. Ground, velocity 1336 ready to taxi.
Velocity 1336, continue taxi.
Continue taxi velocity 1336.
Jetstar 446, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo pushback approved. Jetstar 446.
Tigos 573, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee TIGG US 573.
Well, I guess you guys have not seen Melbourne this packed as yet. As today. Must be Christmas or something like that. I have no idea.
Tower, Emirates 407 requesting push and start.
Emirates 407, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Emirates 407.
Tigos 573, hold short of taxiway Tango. I didn't say runway 27.
Tower,
Tigos 573, hold short of taxiway Tango.
Hold short of taxiway Tango TIGG US 573.
See? Velocity 1380, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Uniform Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Uniform Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Velocity 1380.
Dynasty 58, runway... No, I think it's going to be...
Jetstar
No, I think it's too
446 ready to
tight.
taxi.
We will not have
Negative.
enough room there.
Dynasty 58.
We need to be a little more patient there. So, what's the situation, Jetstar? You ready? Jetstar 446, continue taxi. Jetstar 220... No, you should be
Continue
okay.
taxi Jetstar 446. Ground, Emirates 407 ready to taxi.
Emirates 407, continue taxi.
Ground, velocity 1380 ready to taxi.
Velocity 1380, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Emirates 407.
Qantas 696, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Continue taxi velocity 1380.
Jetstar 174, runway 09er, clear to land.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo Qantas 696.
Tigos 279, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Jetstar 174.
So we have
Runway 09er
Qantas
cleared to land
73
Tigos 279er.
coming in there.
Tower, Tigos 279er with you runway 09er.
Okay, hopefully we can get Dynasty up in the air here. We have not much room. If Jetstar is going to arrive quickly, 577. What are you, 320?
TIGG US 282 requesting push and start.
Okay, it could be a close one here with Qantas. Come on, get across. I don't know. I think we can't get Dynasty up in the air. It's a heavy one. It takes about 2 minutes to depart, and 2 minutes is pretty much what we need for a 5-mile final. Tigos 573, continue taxi.
Continue taxi TIGG US 573.
Tigos 282 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo.
Ground 34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo pushback approved. TIGG US 282.
So unfortunately, we do have some issues getting Dynasty up in the air. We have to look and see if we can find a gap. At the moment, our gaps are still at 5 miles,
Tower,
and that's
Quantum
just
823
not
runway
enough.
09er.
Jetstar 577, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jetstar 577. Tower, velocity 899er requesting push and start.
Velocity 899 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Sierra.
Ground 34 at Juliet via Sierra pushback approved. Velocity 899er.
Tigos 282 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground 34 at Juliet pushback approved. TIGG US 282.
Qantas 823 runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to
Gotta
land.
go and
Qantas
see if we can
823.
find a gap there. But we need 5 miles for Dynasty to depart, otherwise it just won't work. And they are coming in way too close at the moment, unfortunately. What I could maybe what I'll be able to do, let's see if I can do that. Dynasty 58, runway 34 at Juliet.
Runway 34 at Juliet Dynasty 58. Ground TIGG US 282 ready to taxi.
If I can move him just up
Velocity
1
352,
notch.
runway 09er.
Is he gonna
Ground,
move? Probably not.
velocity 899er ready to taxi.
Didn't think so. Qantas 465, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo Qantas 465.
And that is going to give us quite a bit of a problem here. Velocity 899, continue taxi.
Continue taxi velocity 899er.
Tigos 282, continue taxi.
Continue taxi TIGG US 282.
And Tigos, I told you to go into Juliet. Why didn't you listen?
Tower, Qantas 636 requesting push and start.
I was thinking something like that was going to happen. Sooner or later. Qantas 636, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango, Alpha, Kilo.
Ground 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved.
I need a
Qantas
gap.
636.
I can't get this big one out of the air. Maybe I have to get a go-around situation here. Yeah, I think I will have to do that. Otherwise we will never have a chance. Tigos 279 go around.
Go around Tigos 279er.
Tigos 279 contact departure.
Tower, Qantas 639er with you runway 09er.
Qantas 636 continue taxi.
Roger, good evening.
Okay, so we have Jetstar
Continue
coming
taxi,
in.
Qantas 636. Ground.
Jetstar
Qantas
465
636 ready
taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jetstar 465.
Tower, Qantas 653 requesting push and start.
I know. But otherwise we don't have a chance. And then we have Etihad, another heavy one. It's going to be another problem. But we'll get this one out of the way first. Dynasty 58, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Dynasty 58.
Gotta get some aircrafts up in the air, guys. Jetstar 174, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jetstar 174.
Jetstar 678, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Jetstar 678.
And yeah, we have to do that with the heavy ones. Velocity 352, runway 09 are clear to land. We need to have a
Runway
gap
09
there.
are cleared to land velocity 352.
Qantas 639 are runway 09 are clear to land.
Tower, Qantas 49er requesting push and start. Runway 09er cleared to land. Qantas 639er.
Qantas 49er pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Tower, Qantas 467 with you. Runway 09er. Ground, 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Qantas 49er.
Qantas 653 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Qantas
Jetstar
653.
678 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude.
Etihad 461 runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Etihad 461.
Qantas 467 runway 09er cleared to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land. Qantas 467.
So,
Ground, Qantas 49er ready to taxi.
Tower, velocity 357 requesting push and start.
come on Jetstar, get up in the air. Come on, push it. Velocity 8999 runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Velocity 89er. Ground, Qantas 653 ready to taxi.
Qantas 653 continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas 653.
Qantas 49er continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas 49er. Tower, Jetstar 943 with you. Runway 09er.
Come on Jetstar, up you go. Come on, you don't usually need that long. Wow. Another tight one there. Incredibly. So we need another gap here. We'll have velocity up in the air. So we'll have Qantas flight go around. Qantas 639 go around.
Go around. Qantas 639er.
Qantas 639 contact departure.
Tower, velocity 697 requesting
Velocity
push and start.
899 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Runway 34 cleared for
And,
takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure. Velocity 89er.
So what do we got? Emirates. We got another heavy one in there. Wow, we have plenty of heavies here. Qantas 823 taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo. Qantas 823.
Velocity 697 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Golf Alpha Whiskey.
Ground, 34 via Golf Alpha Whiskey pushback approved. Velocity 697.
Come on, velocity 899, up you go.
Tower,
Oh,
Cathay
oh.
163 with you. Runway
This
09.
could be a tight one. Oh, just again.
Tower,
Gosh, this is
Jetstar 478
close and
requesting push
tight
start.
here, everybody. Wow. Jetstar 478 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground, 34 at Juliet pushback approved. Jetstar 478.
Jetstar 174 hold short of taxiway Sierra.
Hold short of taxiway Sierra. Jetstar 174.
Jetstar 943 runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09.
Etihad 461 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared
Jetstar
for takeoff upon
446
reaching
runway
altitude 3000.
34
Contact
line up and
departure.
wait.
Etihad 461. Runway 34 line up and wait. Jetstar 446.
Velocity 697 continue taxi.
Ground, velocity 697 ready to taxi. Continue taxi. Velocity 697.
So guys,
Tower,
as you can
1
see,
score
we're
9er,
working
requesting push and start.
hard here on getting everybody down. Unfortunately, with these heavies, we just don't have any other chances to get other aircrafts around, since unfortunately I'm not able to
Tower,
ask
velocity 354, runway
arrivals
09er.
to lower their speed. Then I would be able to control it a lot better. So Qantas 467 is a 737.
Ground, Jetstar 478 ready to taxi.
So we should be able to get him up in the air. It'll be close again. Once again, come on, get up in the air, Etihad. Jetstar 446, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching
Velocity
altitude
1336,
3000,
runway
contact
34, line up and wait.
446. Runway 34 line up
Jetstar
and wait, velocity
478, continue
1336.
taxi.
Continue taxi Jetstar
Jetstar
478.
174, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Velocity
Jetstar
357, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground 34 at Juliet, pushback approved. Velocity 357.
Qantas 4904, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Ground
Velocity 352, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform, velocity 352.
Cathay 163, runway 09 are cleared to land.
Runway 09 are cleared to land. Cathay 163.
Velocity 354, runway 09 are cleared to land.
Runway 09 are cleared to land. Velocity 354. Ground velocity 357 ready to taxi.
Okay. Velocity 357, continue taxi.
Continue taxi velocity 357.
And then we got the Emirates. The next one is a heavy again, so
Tower Jetstar 715 requesting push and start.
Jetstar 715. No, we'll worry about that in a second. We need to get velocity up in the air. Velocity 1336, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Ground Qantas 4904
too
ready for
late.
taxi.
Okay, yeah, just a little bit too late. Qantas 4904, continue taxi. We'll just have to wait,
Continue taxi Qantas 4904.
but we can get them across, hopefully behind the next arriving Jetstar. Qantas 467, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo, Qantas 467.
Jetstar 715, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground 34 at Juliet, pushback approved. Jetstar 715.
Tower, velocity 895 requesting push and start.
Velocity 8905, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Golf Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Golf Alpha Kilo, pushback approved. Velocity 8905.
Yeah, we can have a... Yeah, we'll get that organized. You know, we got a little queue there, but that's how it is. It's a tight schedule. Velocity 354, go around.
Go around velocity 354.
Velocity 354, contact departure. Velocity 1336, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure. Chop.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure velocity 1336.
This could have been
Roger.
just
Good evening.
a
Tower,
little bit
7485,
too late.
Runway 09er.
And Cathay is coming in,
Velocity 8905
and
ready to
velocity
taxi.
is very, very slow. Emirates 407, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Emirates 407. Tower Qantas 4902 requesting push and start.
Oh, I don't think
Ground,
it's gonna
Jetstar
work.
715 ready to taxi.
I think that was just a little bit too long. What do? Are we gonna go for it? Risk it? Now he's going to get the lights off. And here's velocity. Are you up? Yes! Just made it. Yoo-hoo! Gosh, that was close. Tight. It was very tight, guys. Jetstar 9043, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee. Jetstar 715, continue taxi. Velocity 8905, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, velocity 8905.
Emirates 407, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Continue taxi Jetstar 715.
Velocity 1380, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Emirates 407.
Cathay 163, taxi to terminal via... I don't know where you're going.
Runway 34 line up and wait, velocity 13.
Cathay 163, taxi to terminal.
Negative.
He's going down
Cathay
there, okay.
163.
Cathay 163, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo Papa.
Taxi to terminal Cathay 163. Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo
Qantas
Papa, Cathay
492
163.
pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jetstar 943.
Jetstar 478 runway 34.
Tower.
No, we're not going to worry about him.
Kilo pushback approved.
Okay, we can get another
Qantas
departure
492.
in there.
Runway 34 Jetstar 478.
Tower, Emirates 408 with you runway
JetX
09er.
7485 runway 09 clear to land. Emirates 408 runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Emirates 408.
Runway 09er clear to land JetX 7485.
Velocity 1380 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude. Oh,
Tower, Qantas
velocity
699.
1380 hold position.
Runway 34 cleared
What
for
is
takeoff
he
upon reaching
doing?
altitude. Velocity 1380.
Why is he turning left?
Velocity 1380.
Incredible.
Tower. Qantas 492 ready to taxi.
Wow. Tigos 282 runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait TIGG US 282.
Qantas 699 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Qantas 699er.
Velocity 357 runway 34 line up and wait.
Tower. PG 931 with you runway 09er. Runway 34 line up and wait velocity 357.
Qantas 492 continue taxi.
Continue taxi Qantas 492.
Sweating here for aircrafts doing crazy movements.
Tower. Velocity 1467 requesting push and start.
So unfortunately, oh, well, we got the Qantas 653 is the next heavy, but we have plenty of, we'll see if we can get them in between there somehow. Velocity 1467 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Tower. 34 at Juliet pushback approved.
Velocity 357
Velocity
runway 34
1467.
cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Ground, Qantas 699er ready to taxi.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure velocity 357.
Whew. That was a close one there. Fiji 931 runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Fiji 931.
So we have this one, and then possibly
Tower.
we'll get
Velocity
Tigos up
86
in the air
runway
as well.
09er.
So we had a little gap there with the go around there behind Cathay. That worked really well, fortunately.
Tower. Velocity
Qantas 699 continue taxi.
Continue taxi Qantas 699er.
Velocity 1467 continue taxi.
Continue taxi velocity 1467.
Tigos 282 runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Qantas
upon reaching
636
altitude 3000.
runway
Contact
34
departure
line up and wait.
TIGG US 282.
Runway 34 line up and wait Qantas 636.
We are able to get a couple of departures on their way here. We'll have a look at those two Qantas up the top. We've got to keep an eye on because they seem to be getting very close towards each other. Hopefully Qantas 699 will cross just ahead. Velocity 886 runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land.
Jetstar
velocity 886.
715 runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Jetstar 715.
Okay, Qantas is
Tower,
fast
Express Freight
enough.
7354 requesting push and start.
Express Freight 7354 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Whiskey Kilo.
Ground, 34 via Whiskey Kilo pushback approved. Express Freight 7354.
Velocity 1380 contact departure.
Tower. Jetstar 216 with you runway 09er.
Roger, good evening.
Jetstar 216 runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Jetstar 216.
So we've got our Emirates Heavy coming in, and we still have two regular aircrafts that need about 1 minute 54, 1:37 for departure. And we should be good. We may just be able to get Jetstar up front in front of Emirates. depending on JetX getting across there up the top. But he's going so
New
slow.
Zealand 896 requesting push and start.
And what do we have? Jetstar 715. We'll have to. He's a 320. Airbus 320. Yeah, but no, it just won't be. Emirates is already 2 miles in. We won't be able to get Jetstar up in the air. So we'll just wait there for a little while. See how we go. New Zealand 896 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Ground 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved. New Zealand 896.
JetX 7485. Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Tower, Qantas 639er with you runway 09er.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jet X 7485.
Qantas 639 runway 09 clear to land. That does
Runway
may
09er
change.
cleared to land Qantas
Oh,
639er.
Emirates is very fast. Look at him, how fast he's moving across. Good to see. Jetstar 715, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Runway
Now
34
that
cleared for takeoff
that
upon
was
reaching
excellent.
altitude 3000. Contact departure Jetstar 715.
Nice and fast. Really good. Very, very
Ground.
good.
New Zealand 896 ready to taxi.
New Zealand 896, continue taxi.
Continue taxi New Zealand 896.
Express Freight 7354, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Express Freight 7354.
And we have Fiji coming in, and we have the Velocity, and then we have the Qantas Heavy. We have a couple of heavies coming in here, so we will probably have to divert a few aircrafts to do an extra merry-go-round.
Tower, velocity 354 with you runway 09er.
Emirates 408, taxi to terminal via Papa Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Papa Tango Emirates 408.
Tower, velocity 353 requesting push and start.
Velocity 353, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Uniform Victor.
Tower, 34 at Juliet via Uniform Victor pushback
Yeah,
approved.
Fiji is very fast
Velocity
as well. That's
353.
really good. Qantas 636, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Oh, come on, seriously?
Runway
I don't
34 cleared to
believe
takeoff
that.
from Qantas 636.
I did not lift my finger on that one, and he just immediately left, and therefore the penalty came in. Qantas 653, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway
That
34
is
line up and wait, Qantas
ridiculous.
653.
Well done, control. Velocity 1467, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, velocity 1467.
Qantas 490, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Echo Tango Alpha Kilo.
Tower, Qantas 490 requesting push and start. Tower, 34 via
Hate
Echo
that.
Tango Alpha Kilo pushback
Velocity
approved.
354, runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er clear to land, velocity 354.
So we got Qantas 653 is a heavy.
Runway 09er.
Let's see if we can find a gap there somehow.
Tower, velocity 353 ready to taxi.
We should be able to get jets. Yeah, we got velocity in there now. We'll be able to get velocity up in the air. Should be okay. Fiji 9031 taxi to terminal via Papa Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Papa Tango Fiji 9031.
Qantas 490 continue taxi.
Tower, Qantas 490
Velocity
ready to taxi.
353 continue taxi.
Continue taxi Qantas 490. Continue taxi velocity 353.
Velocity, get across.
Tower, velocity 761 requesting push and start.
Velocity 1467, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure velocity 1467.
Velocity 761, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground, 34 at Juliet pushback approved. Velocity 761.
Velocity 888, runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 888.
Velocity 886, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform velocity 886.
Velocity 761, pushback approved. Expect
Tower. Velocity,
velocity
882 with
761,
runway
pushback
09er.
approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Say again.
Yeah, all good.
Ground, 34 at Juliet pushback approved. Velocity
Oh,
761.
seriously? What is going on here now? I'm going down the hill. All of a sudden they found the
Qantas 464
turbo.
requesting push and start.
So what was very close in the beginning has now hit me straight back into my face. Okay. Velocity 354. Actually, we're going to leave that. Qantas 639, I go around.
Go around Qantas 639er.
Qantas 639, contact departure.
Roger. Good evening.
Qantas 464, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Echo Tango Alpha Kilo. Qantas 653, runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure Qantas 653.
Ground. 34 via Echo Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Qantas 464.
Qantas 490, hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Hold short of taxiway Alpha Qantas 490.
Velocity 882, runway 09 cleared to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land velocity
Velocity
882.
697, runway 34, line up and wait.
Tower, Qantas 1017 requesting push and start. Runway 34 line up and wait velocity 697.
Qantas 1017, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Tower, Qantas 768 with you
Velocity
runway 09er.
761, continue taxi.
Tower, 34 via
Jetstar
Tango Alpha Kilo
216,
pushback
taxi
approved.
to terminal via
Qantas
Alpha
1017.
Yankee.
Continue taxi velocity 761.
Qantas 768, runway 09 clear to land.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jetstar 216. Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 768. Ground, velocity 761 ready to taxi.
Ground. Qantas 464 ready to taxi.
Velocity 353, runway Velocity 353, runway 34, line up and wait.
Negative. Velocity 353.
Velocity 353, runway 34 at Juliet.
Runway 34 at Juliet velocity 353. Runway 27 velocity 353.
Qantas 490, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Qantas 490.
Qantas 464, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Qantas 464. Tower. Qantas 493 with you runway 09er.
Wow. Qantas 493, runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 493.
Well, we
Tower,
can't have always
Qantas 1017
perfect
ready to
schedules. This is a tough one today, but we'll see. We've still got plenty of departures, but yeah, somehow can't get a breakthrough.
Tower. Velocity 89er 1 requesting push and start.
I'm quite sure you do. So you forgot to send Qantas up for departures. Well, isn't that great? Another penalty. Wow. This is not going good at all. Velocity 353, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait velocity 353.
Coming in too close at the moment again. Velocity 8901, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Uniform Victor.
Ground. 34 at Juliet via Uniform Victor pushback approved.
Qantas
Velocity 89er 1.
1017, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Qantas 1017.
Velocity 354, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform velocity 354.
Velocity 354, hold short of taxiway Tango.
Hold short of taxiway Tango velocity 354.
How are we doing down here? So we do have a gap behind Qantas 493. See if we can, we're able to get some departures going in between there.
Velocity 89er1 ready to taxi.
Come on, 888, get going. Just too slow, guys. Velocity 353, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure, velocity 353.
Velocity 761, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, velocity 761.
Velocity 8901, continue taxi.
Continue taxi velocity 89er1.
Velocity 888, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform velocity 888.
Come on, velocity
Tower,
353,
velocity
come
243,
on.
requesting push and start.
Speed, speed, speed. You guys are so slow. I don't have any chances at all. This could be a tight one again, but it should be good. Hopefully. Yes. Look at this. Everyone is just touch and go. Just amazing how close they are. Well, I did put in a very, very tight schedule in there, and I tried to test myself. Unfortunately, this strategy so far hasn't worked out. Velocity 8901, hold position.
Hold position velocity 89er1.
Velocity 8901, continue taxi.
Continue taxi velocity 89er1.
Tower, Air China 166 requesting push and start.
Air China 166, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Tower, Express Freight 7365 with you runway 09er.
Velocity 354, continue taxi.
Ground, 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo, pushback approved. Air China 166.
Velocity 243, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Golf Victor Juliet.
Continue taxi velocity 354. Ground, 34 at Juliet via Golf Victor Juliet, pushback approved.
Velocity 882, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform velocity 882.
Jetstar 216, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Negative.
Ah, no, he's just arrived.
Jetstar 216.
Sorry. Express Freight 7365, runway 09er, clear to land. Okay,
Runway
now we can
09
finally
clear
get
to
some
land, Express
departures
Freight
going here.
7365.
We got one more going, coming in. Velocity 761, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, velocity 761.
Qantas 768, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo Qantas 768. Tower, velocity 9er 570 with you runway 09er. Ground, velocity 243 ready to taxi.
Velocity 243, continue taxi.
Continue taxi velocity 243. Ground, Air China 166 ready to taxi.
Velocity 90570, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er
Velocity
cleared to land,
697,
velocity 9er
runway
570.
34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching. Good, we don't want that. We got another flight coming in. I just saw that Qantas flight there. At China 166, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Air China 166.
Qantas 768, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal Qantas 768.
Okay, finally. And then we have a gap. That'll give us the opportunity to hopefully get Qantas 49 Heavy up in the air. He's at 2022, so we're at 27 minutes, 30-minute delay at the moment, unfortunately. Whew, it's tough. Velocity 243, hold,
Say again.
good. Velocity 697, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure velocity 697.
Qantas 49er, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Qantas 49er.
Qantas 490 3, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Tower, Qantas 635 with you runway 09er.
Qantas 635, runway 09er, clear to land.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo Qantas 493 3.
Velocity 761, contact departure.
Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 635.
Roger, good evening.
Tower, velocity 1332 requesting push and start.
Velocity 895, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait velocity 895.
Velocity 1332, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Uniform Victor.
Tower, 34 at Juliet via Uniform Victor pushback approved. Velocity 1332.
Come on, Qantas. Off you go.
Tower, Qantas 462 requesting push and start.
Velocity 8901, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait velocity 8901.
Tower, velocity 872 with you runway 09er.
Qantas 462, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Tower, 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Qantas 462.
Velocity 872, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 872.
So hopefully we are through with all our heavies at the moment. No, we got another Qantas flight coming in a little later. So hopefully we can somehow get these all up in the air.
Tower, velocity 1332 ready to taxi.
They're very, very
Tower,
tight.
Qantas 462
Velocity
ready to
1.
taxi.
Velocity 1332, continue taxi.
Continue taxi velocity 1332. Tower,
Qantas
velocity
462,
887
continue
requesting push and
taxi.
start.
Continue taxi Qantas 462.
Could be close with 493 at the corner there. But should be okay by the time he gets going. Velocity 887, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Uniform Victor.
Tower, 34 at Juliet via Uniform Victor pushback approved. Velocity 887. Tower, Qantas 639er with you runway 09er.
Wow, they're coming in so tight again. Hardly any gaps there. So difficult. Get any gaps in there at all. It's just a very, very difficult airport here, as we can see. So 90570 is coming in a little slower. Maybe
Tower,
we have a chance there. We should be able to have a chance there. Velocity 90570. It's 4 miles out. Express freight hopefully gets across quickly. Come on, move it. Oh, he's almost going to slow down to a full stop here and just barely rolls over. Come on, get across. Velocity 8901, runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure velocity 8901.
Qantas 634, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Echo Foxtrot Victor.
Tower, 34 at Juliet via Echo Foxtrot Victor pushback approved. Qantas 634.
Qantas 639, runway 09 clear to land.
Tower, velocity 887 ready to taxi.
Express rate 7365, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Sierra Whiskey.
Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 639er. Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf Sierra Whiskey Express freight 7365.
Velocity 887, continue taxi.
Tower, velocity 880 with you runway 09er.
Continue taxi velocity 887.
Tower, Jetstar 530 requesting push and start.
Qantas 634, continue taxi.
Tower, Qantas 634 ready to taxi.
Jetstar 530 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Continue taxi Qantas 634. Tower 34 at Juliet pushback approved.
What is going on
Jetstar
here with
530.
velocity? Now that is a different type of aircraft. We got Qantas 635 right behind, so we will have to take some action here. Qantas 635. Actually, no, he's still 3 miles out, so we should be good. It'll be a close one there. He's coming in very, very slow here, but Qantas will be able to stop there.
Tower Jetstar 442 requesting push and start.
Jetstar 442 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Yankee Alpha.
Tower 34 via Yankee Alpha pushback approved. Jetstar 442.
Velocity 880 runway 09 clear to land.
Tower.
We have
Jetstar
to
445 with you, runway 09er.
build in some
Runway
gaps in
09er
here
cleared to land,
again.
Velocity 880.
This is just too much. Qantas 639, go around.
Go around Qantas 639er.
Qantas 639, contact departure.
Tower Jetstar 530 ready to taxi.
Qantas 639, contact departure.
Say again. Roger.
And so we see those two right behind each other. There's Qantas there, catching up to Velocity, who is just right in front of him. It's enough, won't be penalized or anything, and he's not going to hit him, so we're all good on that. As you can see, they're very close behind each other, but it's okay. Velocity 9570, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf, velocity 9570.
Velocity 9570, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform. That's a little better there.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform, velocity 9570. Tower Jetstar 442 ready to taxi.
Okay. Velocity 243, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, velocity 243.
We're running out of room here.
Jetstar
Jetstar 530, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Jetstar 530.
Jetstar 442, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Jetstar 442.
Jetstar 743, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey.
Tower 34 via
Qantas
Sierra Whiskey, pushback
635,
approved.
taxi to terminal
Jetstar
via Alpha
743.
Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo Qantas 635.
Tower Jetstar 566 requesting push and
Wow,
start.
just incredible. Just have too many arrivals at the moment coming in. We can't get anybody out of there. We may be able to get 2 up in the air right now. Velocity 243, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure, velocity 243.
It's just chaos, really. We just have too many arrivals coming in at a short time. Jetstar 445, go around.
Go around Jetstar 445.
Jetstar 445, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Need to build in some gaps here.
Jetstar 773 with you, runway 09er.
Velocity 895, runway 34, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure. Velocity 895, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Tower,
Quickly.
link 2086 requesting push and start.
Express freight 7354, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, velocity 895. Runway 34 line up and wait, express rate 7354.
Jetstar 773, runway 09, go around. Okay,
Say again.
Jetstar 773, runway 09, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, go around.
Go around Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Velocity 8902, runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09 clear to
Velocity
land.
872, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform velocity 872.
Jetstar 528, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Tower, Jetstar 528 requesting push and start.
Jetstar 566, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo.
Tower, 34 at Juliet pushback approved. Jetstar 528.
Q-Link 2086, pushback approved. Expect runway 34
Tower,
at...
34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo pushback approved.
Why did you
Jetstar
just turn yourself
566.
off?
Negative. Q-Link 2086.
Q-Link 2086, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Tango Victor.
Tower, velocity 346 with you runway 09er.
Velocity 346, runway 09 clear to land.
Ground, 34 at Juliet via Tango Victor pushback approved. Q-Link 2086. Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 346.
We need to build in some gaps
Tower,
here.
Jetstar
Express
743
freight
ready to taxi.
7354, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000.
Qantas 4904,
Contact
runway
departure Express
34,
freight
line up and wait.
7354.
Tower, Jetstar 528 ready to taxi.
We're here at
Runway
34
34
minutes
line up and
delay
wait,
already
Qantas
now.
4904.
Way too
Ground,
much.
Q-Link 2086 ready
Velocity
to taxi.
1332, runway 34, line up and wait.
Tower, Jetstar 566 ready to taxi.
Q-Link 2086, continue taxi.
Runway 34 line up and
Q-Link
velocity 1332.
2086, continue taxi. Thank you. Velocity 8905, contact departure.
Continue taxi Q-Link 2086.
Roger. Good evening.
Velocity 880, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to
Jetstar
terminal via Alpha
528,
Uniform
continue
velocity
taxi.
880. Continue taxi Jetstar 528.
Jetstar 743, continue taxi.
Tower, velocity
Jetstar
754 with you,
566,
runway
continue
09er.
taxi.
Continue taxi Jetstar 743. Continue taxi Jetstar 566.
Velocity 1332, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure velocity 1332.
Velocity 754, runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 754.
Okay, and then we need to wait for that one. Velocity 887, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait velocity 887.
We have one arrival, and then we're able to get another 2, maybe 3 departures up there. Express freight 7354, contact departure.
Roger. Good evening.
Tower, TIGG US 541 with you runway 09.
Tigos 541, runway 09 clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land TIGG US 541.
Tigos 541, runway 09 go around.
Say again.
Tigos 541, runway 09 go around. What am I
Say
saying?
again.
Tigos 541, go around. That's better.
Go around TIGG US 541.
Tigos 541, runway...
Say again.
Tigos 541, contact departure. Got a knot in my tongue here. Gotta get these aircrafts up in the air. So many of them. Got too many departures and still a lot of arrivals, but that'll end soon. But since we had so many go arounds, it'll certainly be a while. Velocity 887, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff velocity 887.
Velocity 892, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform velocity 892.
So much traffic.
Tower, Jetstar 527 with you runway 09er.
Yeah, we'll see if we have some room there. Qantas 4904, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure.
Qantas 6999, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Qantas 6999er.
Jetstar 530, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Jetstar 530.
Jetstar 527, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land. Jetstar 527.
So guys, whenever you put in a tight schedule, if you're producing a tight schedule for yourself, it is important that you consider leaving yourself a lot of, well, at least a 2-minute gap for arrivals. A 1 gap arrival is just not enough, as you can see on a crossing runways schedule, just doing 1 arrival and 1 on departures. So as you can see, very, very difficult.
Tower, Singapore 217 with you, runway 09er.
Singapore 217, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land. Singapore 217.
Okay, but we want to get these departures up in the air. I mean, we could stop this video here. We're already way past our normal time. So, but I certainly want to get a few departures up in the air. And the schedule is supposed to only last for an hour. We do not have any more departures, so we have all aircrafts down. And velocity 887, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Jetstar 530, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Jetstar 530.
I don't think it's going to work. I think that was too tight again. Jetstar 5750, what are you? Jetstar 75530, is it 320? He's pretty quick. We might be lucky.
Qantas 639er with you, runway
Been lucky
09er.
a couple of times today, but oof, I don't know. It's going to be very, very tight. Come on. Airbus 320, they do have a good speed off the floor, off the ground. Come on, get up, get up, get up. There's the other one coming in. There he is, up in the air. Tight one again. Velocity 346, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha, velocity 346.
Okay. See if we can get some departures going. We still have quite a few there. I wish I could speed things up, but those arrivals are coming in too tight. Jetstar 530, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Qantas 699, now runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Qantas 699er.
Qantas 492, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000. Contact departure. Qantas 492.
How are we doing? 699er, where are you? 699er, there you are. You're just a regular one. 492.
Tower, Tigaz 269er with you, runway 09er.
492 is a regular one as well, so we're all good on those. Velocity 754, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha, velocity 754.
Qantas 639er, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land. Qantas 639er.
Qantas 639er, runway 09er, go, no. Qantas 639er, go around.
Go around. Qantas 639er.
Qantas 639er, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
So that'll
Say
give
again.
us another gap here. All good. Okay, Qantas up you go. New Zealand 896, runway 34, line up and wait. That's a heavy one.
Runway 34 line up and wait. New Zealand 896.
And Qantas 634 is a, where are you? 634, 6, there he is. No, regular 737. Qantas 634, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Qantas 634.
Okay, maybe we can get Qantas in between Jetstar and Singapore, but I doubt it. I don't think it's going to work. Qantas will take too much, but that's okay. We'll have depart behind Singapore.
Tower.
Singapore will be
Velocity
coming in
242
fast,
runway 09er.
so that's pretty good. Tigos 269, runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Tigos 269er.
Velocity 242, runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 242.
Velocity 242, go around.
Go around velocity 242.
Velocity 242, contact departure.
Roger. Good evening.
Alright, that'll give us another gap. Qantas 699er, contact departure.
Roger. Good evening.
Should we risk it? Qantas 634, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff Qantas 634.
Jetstar 528, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Jetstar 528.
Jetstar 527, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Jetstar 527.
Come on, Qantas. Up you go. Power.
Tower. Qantas 637 with you runway 09er.
Come on, up you go. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Come on. Get up. Yes. Jetstar 528, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Jetstar 528.
Qantas 634, contact departure.
Roger. Good evening.
Qantas 637, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 637.
This is going to be a long video today. It's a clear out challenge, so we're clearing out the field. Singapore 217, taxi to terminal via Papa Echo. Singapore 217, taxi to terminal via Papa Tango. That's better.
Taxi to ramp via Papa Tango Singapore 217.
New Zealand 896, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact
Qantas
departure
490,
New
runway
896.
34, line up and wait.
Tower. Tigos 279er with you runway 09er.
Q-Link 2086, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Qantas 490. Runway 34 line up and wait Q-Link 2086.
Tigos 279er, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Tigos 279er.
Still have a few arrivals coming in. But somehow we go, well, we are slowly clearing everybody. If you're still hanging on there with me, biting your fingernails, good for you. We'll get another 2 departures here very quickly in succession. And then we have Juliet clear, and all we have is the rest. So you got Qantas 490. He is 2039. So we're looking here at 33 minutes. Well, it's a very, very busy evening on a January. People from the school holidays are going home.
Jetstar 445 with you runway 09er.
Jetstar 445, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Jetstar 445.
So We need to fill up those gaps. Singapore coming in. He's going to smash every aircraft that is on his way. So these aircrafts certainly are not going to move any more. New Zealand 896, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Q-Link 2086, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 Q-Link 2086.
Q-Link 2086, runway 34, cleared to land. What am I doing now? Q-Link 2086, runway 34, cleared for takeoff. And now it's not doing anything. Q-Link 2086, runway 34, cleared for takeoff. Amazing.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff Q-Link 2086.
Tigos 269er, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Tigos 269er. Tower, Qantas 487 with you runway 09er.
Yeah, I know. And we do have heavies in there as well. So we got the Qantas flight, the third one on the row. Down on 34 is a heavy. We need to build another gap there. Come on, up you go, Q-Link. Prop jet. Qantas 490, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff Qantas 490.
Jetstar 743, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Jetstar 743.
So where are we going to build the gap? 3 to go. We should be good with Jetstar. Jetstar 445, go around.
Go around Jetstar 445.
Jetstar 445, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
And we'll have those 2 arrivals, then we have a gap again. Looks like pretty impossible to do the schedule doing it this way. Maybe if I would have done the arrivals on 27 and 34, that may have been interesting.
Tower, Tigos 472 with you runway 09er.
Yeah, there's still plenty of arrivals somewhere in between. Can't speed things up at all at the moment. Qantas 637 coming in quickly. And we may be able to get Jetstar up in the air, so keep rolling. Keep rolling, Qantas 637. 4 miles for Tigos. Come on, stop stopping so hard. There's no need to put on the brakes so hard. And Tigos 279er is a fast aircraft. I can't have anybody down. It's a 320. They land very, very fast. I can't risk that. Q-Link 2086, contact departure. Q-Link 2086, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Qantas 490, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Qantas 637, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo Qantas 637.
Tower, Jetstar 773 with you runway 09er.
Oh wow, so many arrivals still coming in. See, there's the Airbus coming in quickly. We should be able to get 2 departures in there. The heavy, get the heavy out of the way. 2041, so we're 19:38 minutes. So we are catching up a little bit here. Tigos 472, runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Tigos 472.
Jetstar 743, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Jetstar 743.
Qantas 464, runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Qantas 464.
Tigos 279er taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal by Alpha Yankee Tigos 279er.
Tigos 472 go around.
Go around Tigos 472.
Tigos 472, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Qantas 487, runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 487. Tower, New Zealand 729er with you runway 09er.
Okay, 487, what are you? 487 is a 73H. Okay, that's okay. Qantas needs 2 minutes and Qantas needs 150, so it could be a close one. 120 for departures, 127 for arrival, so we touch and go once again. Jetstar 773, runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Jetstar 773.
New Zealand 729er, runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land.
Jetstar 566, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, Jetstar 566.
Okay guys, as you can see Qantas is coming in and Qantas 464 Heavy is departing, so it will be close. It'll be a 1 or 2 second in between those two, but then again all timetable we had the same issues, right? Once we got penalized, that was not correct. I did press the button down, but it wouldn't let me. Okay, Qantas 464 is taking off now, which is good. So 487 is coming in our frame right now. So that worked perfectly. So now we got Jetstar 566. Where's our Jetstar 566? Wow, he certainly moved up. Wow. He was the last one. Why is he already up in front? He certainly squeezed everybody aside, eh? A3's 220, that's 320, that's good. He's going to be fast. Jetstar 743, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Jetstar 566, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Negative.
Jetstar 566, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Jetstar 566.
Qantas 1017, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Qantas 1017.
Okay, then we got the China afterwards. It's a heavy one, which means velocity will have to go around. Velocity 242, runway 09er, clear to land.
Say again.
Velocity 242, runway 09er, clear to land. Velocity 242, go around. Velocity 242, contact departure.
Roger, good evening. Go
See?
around velocity 242. Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 242.
Tower, Qantas 639er with you runway 09er.
Qantas 639er, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Qantas 639er.
Qantas 487, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal by Alpha Echo Qantas 487.
Okay, so we're down to the last 4. We have 1 heavy. We can have that one behind New Zealand. And then we can quickly get the last arrivals in. There's no more going around now. Airport looks good. Air China 166, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, Air China 166.
Whew, wow, that was a tough one. Didn't expect it to be that difficult. It was supposed to be a 1-hour schedule, and due to the heavies needing too much time here in Melbourne, and the aircraft's arriving on 09er, hitting the brakes way before the runway. 3-4. Just certainly don't get enough gaps in between there. But well, you guys saw that, and you saw how tight it was in between there.
Tower, TIGG US 541 with you runway 09er.
Tigos 541 runway 09er clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land TIGG US 541.
Jetstar 566, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Qantas 1017, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Alright. And I don't know how many more arrivals are coming in, but we will start speeding things up so we can shut this down within the next 3 or 4 minutes. Jetstar 773, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jetstar 773.
Yeah, I think we're going to go 2 times speed now. We should be good. So we finally have New Zealand down. Things are starting to clear. Unfortunately, we'll not have enough aircrafts to get us back to 0 on points. So New Zealand should be going in fast. It's a 320, but he's going
Tower,
to hit the
Jetstar
brakes, of
445
course.
with you runway 09er.
And we'll worry about that in a second. We need New Zealand across. Air China 166, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff Air China 166.
Qantas 462, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Qantas 462.
New Zealand 729er, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha New Zealand 729er.
Jetstar 445, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Jetstar 445.
Jetstar 442, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait Jetstar 442.
So we'll get those 2 up in the air. Should be good enough. 642, 73H, 639er, 73H as well. So it should be okay. He will lift off just behind Foxtrot.
Tower.
Round about
Tigos
now.
472 with you runway
There
09er.
he is. Tigos 472, runway 09er, clear to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land Tigos 472.
Air China 166, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
Okay, we're not going to take any huge chances here now. Behind Jetstar we have a gap before Tigos, and we'll use that. So we're going to go a little faster here because people need to go home. Qantas 639er, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo Qantas 639er.
So hopefully Tigos 472 will be our final arrival. Tigos 541, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee TIGG US 541.
It's looking good that Tigos 472 will be the final arrival. Jetstar 442, runway 34, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 3000, contact departure Jetstar 442.
Jetstar 445, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Jetstar 445.
Alright, it's looking good. Our final arrival.
Qantas 822 requesting push and start.
Oh wow, where does he come from? Qantas 822 pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower, 27 pushback approved. Qantas 822.
Okay, we got another
Tower,
arrival as well.
Velocity 242 with you runway
Wow.
09er.
Qantas 822, continue taxi.
Tower, Qantas 822 ready to taxi.
Velocity 242, runway 09er, clear to land.
Continue taxi Qantas 822.
Tigos 472, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Runway 09er cleared to land velocity 242.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee Tigaz 472.
It'll be interesting. We're going to stop there, make this very slow. Qantas 822, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
So they're going to go heads on. And see if we can manage. Oh, is Qantas moving now or not? Qantas 822, after departure, turn right, heading 340.
Negative. Qantas 822.
Okay, so this is going to be a good one. So we've got 8 miles out, so we have some drama here with the last 2 aircrafts. See if we can get Qantas up in the air and turning right before velocity comes into the situation of penalizing us. So let's wait and see. Velocity out 7 miles. See if we can manage. Come on, up you go. Qantas 822, turn right, heading 360 degrees.
Turn right heading 360, Qantas 822.
Qantas 822, contact departure.
Roger, good evening.
See if we can get past them. Doing a tight right turn and letting velocity in. And then we're going to speed things up here. As you can see, Qantas is moving smoothly up north. And we have our final arrival. Velocity 242, taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Uniform, velocity 242.
Okay, and we are certainly through now. Finally, all gone. He's gone. They're all gone. Alright guys, wow. Yeah, it didn't work that well as I was hoping it would. Unfortunately, that's how it is. I hope you still enjoyed. I didn't quit this one. I got penalized, so be it. I hope it was interesting. Something else for change. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell for future videos coming up, and you know immediately when they do. And until next time, this is TP Gaming saying thank you very much for spending some time. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.